Today on Deep Dive, we're going to be looking at Marvel Comics Fantastic Four, number 57. What dangers await the Fantastic Four? Find out in today's issue. Hello everyone, my name is Devin, also known as DH Artist, and welcome back to my Deep Dive series. Today we'll be continuing the adventures of Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. And if you missed my deep dive coverage of their other issues, I'll link to them in the video description below. With each issue, you can expect their conditions to vary. While today's book is in nice condition, there does appear to be a page missing near the letters section. Now it might have been a pinup, but from my limited research online, I can't confirm specifically what it was. So if you happen to have this issue in your collection, let me know in the comments section what's missing. Thankfully, the story is intact, so there's nothing to detract from the artwork. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the King of Comics himself, Jack Kirby, be sure to check out the Jack Kirby Museum here on YouTube. They've got hours of amazing content and information. I'll also leave a link to their website in the video description below. Even though this can be viewed on your phone or computer, try casting it onto your TV so you can really see the detail and quality of the book. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more content like it, check out some of my other deep dives. I've covered issues like Amazing Spider-Man number 10, Avengers number 32, Detective Comics number 293, and Thor number 160, featuring two of Marvel's epic cosmic beings, Galactus and Ego, the Living Planet. For a complete list of my videos, visit the organized playlists on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. Fantastic Four number 57 was published in December of 1966. Editor-in-chief was Stan Lee. Cover artists were Jack Kirby, Joe Sinnott, and Stan Goldberg. The story, titled Enter Doctor Doom, was written by Stan Lee, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Joe Sinnott, and lettered by Artie Simek. The book consists of 32 pages with a cover price of 12 cents. Today's story begins as Reed, Sue, and the Thing arrive at a prison parole hearing for the Sandman and the Wizard. But as our heroes enter the room, they walk in on the two villains attempting to escape. Smashing into the trio, the Sandman creates chaos by growing in size, engulfing the room with his sandy body. Left with no other choice, Mr. Fantastic presses a nearby control panel, sucking Sandman into an air duct. And just as one villain escapes, the police arrive on the scene, quickly securing the wizard. Leaving the Fantastic Four as they make plans to track down Sandman, let's turn our attention to the small Eastern European country known as Latveria. Following an auto missile as it departs from atop a royal castle, it flies quickly through the air before landing at the feet of the Silver Surfer. Opening the capsule, the Surfer finds a message, summoning him to the royal court of Doctor Doom. Accepting the invitation, the Surfer glides quickly to the foreboding castle, coming face to face with Doctor Doom. Treating the Surfer as his guest, Doctor Doom questions him about his cosmic power, curious about the board he travels on. Then, in an awesome display of cosmic energy, the Surfer explains that his board can never be destroyed, even when it exists in physical, solid form. cosmic energy with no equal to it in the galaxy can both destroy and create. Then asking for a demonstration to see just how cosmic creation is possible, Dr. Doom asks the surfer to make a simple weapon, and in the blink of an eye, the surfer constructs a weightless bludgeon. Sensing that Doom is skeptical of its strength, the surfer invites him to merely tap it against the castle wall. Then Doom watches in amazement as the entire tower room crumbles at the slight impact. Overcome by the weapon's awesome power, Doom proclaims that with it, he could control the world. But just as quickly as it appeared, it disappears, and the surfer remarks that in the hands of Earthlings, it might eventually destroy the universe. Taking the surfer by the hand, Doom leads the unwitting cosmic traveler deeper into his castle, for there are matters of great magnitude to discuss. Leaving the Silver Surfer and Dr. Doom, let's return to New York City as the Fantastic Four search for the Sandman. Flying through the sky on a jet cycle, we find the Thing, searching the city from the air. But as he radios back to headquarters that there have been no signs of the escaped villain, Reed and Sue are ambushed by the Sandman. Taking Sue hostage, Sandman demands that Reed help him free the wizard, but quickly turning himself into a spinning disc, Mr. Fantastic is able to free Sue. The Sandman then strikes back by turning his fist into a powerful rock hammer. Doubling in size, the Sandman attempts to sandwich Mr. Fantastic between his giant rock hands, but using her force field powers, Sue creates a protective bubble around Reed. She then distracts Sandman long enough to give Mr. Fantastic time to reach his electro gun. He then blasts the villain with high-powered electro charges. Realizing he's no match for Mr. Fantastic, the Sandman fires a stream of sand into the electro gun, causing it to overpower and explode. Using the explosion as a distraction, Sandman diffuses his molecules, sliding under the door to Reed's storage room. Delayed by the door's impregno lock, Reed and Sue wait helplessly for 5 minutes before entering the room, only to find it ransacked and the Sandman gone. Armed with whatever technology he's stolen, let's leave our duo to ponder what the Sandman's next move might be. And returning to Latveria, we find Dr. Doom giving the Silver Surfer a tour of his complex experimental workshop. Attempting to trick the surfer, Doom insists that he fights for peace and justice, and the only reason he creates weapons is so he can come to the aid of those who are threatened by tyranny and injustice. But as Doom is speaking, one of his workers accidentally bumps into him, and as he threatens and begins to punish him for being clumsy, Doom remembers that the surfer is right behind him. So he quickly changes his tune, forgiving the worker, saying accidents happen. Confident that he's lured the surfer into a false sense of security, Doom shows him a temporal photo of the universe, taken by one of his deep space satellites. With the surfer transfixed by the endless skyways, Doom prepares his trap, quickly donning a high-tech apparatus. He then instructs the surfer to turn around. Some of the interesting advertising found within this issue is a half-page ad to order 217 different stamps for 25 cents. There's a double-page spread for Saturday morning cartoons on CBS. There's a full-page ad for kids to order their own Green Beret or a variety of collector coins. And near the back, there's a full-page application for boys to sell grit. Surprised, the Silver Surfer turns around, only to have two high-intensity inductors clamped to his head. Then with a tremendous burst of energy, Doom's inductors begin drawing the cosmic energy from the Silver Surfer, placing the same powerful energy into Doom's own armor. And just as the last cosmic interchange travels from the Surfer to Doom, the sound of electrical crackling subsides. With the cosmic energy flowing through him, Doom cries out for mankind to beware, and as the Surfer lay unconscious on the floor before him, Doom proclaims that he has obtained limitless power. Taking a brief break in the action, let's leave the world's most powerful arch-villain to check in on our portal-jumping trio, having left them in a faraway dimension in the previous issue. Using one of Lockjaw's portals, we join Johnny and Wyatt as they arrive in a strange world. And after changing into the Human Torch, Johnny discovers that it's populated by dinosaur-like creatures. As one of the creatures draws closer, Wyatt orders Lockjaw to transport them away, and a split second before they're stomped on, the Cosmic Hound teleports them to safety. But their destination will have to remain a mystery until the next issue, because we're gonna look in on the Inhumans. And still trapped inside the hidden land, they watch over their unconscious leader, Black Bolt. Suddenly a surge of raw energy crackles over Black Bolt's head, and the Inhumans anxiously await his revival. But when his brother, Mad Maximus, enters the room, he proclaims that Black Bolt has always been able to speak freely, and he's the only one with the power to destroy the negative zone. Unsure if Maximus is telling the truth, they suspect that he's trying to turn them against each other. And as the Inhumans argue amongst themselves, we return to Latveria, where we find a crowd of locals gathering outside Dr. Doom's castle, drawn by a mysterious glow emanating from its walls. Suddenly the night sky erupts in a burst of blinding light, and what the fleeing farmers mistake as a flying demon turns out to be the villainous Dr. Doom, riding the Silver Surfer's board, armed with his cosmic powers. Gliding over the countryside, Dr. Doom blazes a path of destruction, showing off his awesome power and matchless might. And as this issue draws to a close, we look in on Reed, Sue, and the Thing, as they strategize a way to stop the Sandman, unaware of Dr. Doom's newfound powers and the horrible dangers that lie ahead. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive. If there's a particular issue or comic you'd like me to flip, drop it down in the comments section and I'll see if I can add it to my poll box. If you enjoy these types of videos, please show your support by subscribing to my channel. As always, please consider liking and feel free to share this video. And until next time, deep divers, thanks for watching.